I set up New Beginnings Manchester just over 2 years ago. It's 2 years ago this month, actually. The original plan was always to get people connected with nature. Nature's my refuge, if you like, and it's where I feel at home. But I also I've done holistic therapies. I still do some holistic therapies and healing. I've done counselling. I've done all sorts, teaching. And for me, New Beginnings Manchester was supposed to be like a little bit of a gathering together of all of that. But the main aim in it all was to get people to connect to nature, because I always said, if nature's your counsellor, your healer, your refuge, it's always on your doorstep. Always on your doorstep. The sea is my retreat. If ever I need to clear my head, the sea calls me every time. I've shouted at the sea, I've swore at the sea, I've thanked the sea, I've paddled in the sea, the lot. And yeah, the reason Anglesey and the reason bringing here is the sea's so healing. I mean, yesterday was just amazing. It was crazy because we're in March, it's not even that warm yet. But two of the ladies on the retreat just legged it full on into the sea. And I think it's healing, it's water, it's healing, isn't it? It's our emotions. So yeah, I think because I've felt it firsthand what nature can do for me, and I would, yeah, without any shadow of a doubt. I mean, lots of people I speak to also say, oh yeah, getting out in nature, you know, go for a walk, clear your head, connect, whatever you do in nature, you know, you don't just have to go for a walk. Nearly everybody's got some kind of photography equipment now. If they've got a phone, you've probably got a camera on it. You know, if you don't feel you can just go for a walk, a lot of people struggle with meditation because they feel that they've got to switch off. Yeah, and it's not always the case. If you can go out and be active in nature as well, we go, beachcombing's my thing. I mean, we were going back with, I've got a pocket a pocket full of shells. I never ever go home with empty pockets. I think I've got a sack full of driftwood to go home with me this time. But all that time that you're out on the beach looking for particular shells, you're connecting, and while you're doing that, and while you're doing all these things, we did a mindfulness activity where it was a case of, well, what do you see, what do you hear, what do you smell? And while you're doing that and you're asking and you're looking, all this, you can't overthink, you can't get stressed out because you're too busy. So yeah, it's amazing. Nature, nature and spirit, my reasons I'm here without any shadow of a doubt. What I've noticed with the retreats is people just seem to connect really quickly. And I think it's just being with like-minded people. Everybody's here for wellness to some degree, whether that be physical wellness, mental health issues, emotional issues. And I think it almost creates a instant support network's probably a bit overselling it, if you like. But everybody just seems to muck in. It's like as I said, it's weird how people it's as if they've known each other for ages, and everybody's been brilliant. You know, everybody's sort of gone, oh, do you need any help with this? Do you need any help with that? Everybody's making each other brews. Oh, do you want a cake? Do you want a biscuit? And it's just lovely because it's almost like a little mini commune for the weekend. And it's everybody that comes on things like this and retreats I've been on, everybody says, wouldn't it be great if we could live like that, you know, and just be with like-minded people all the time, and, you know, help each other, support each other, but more than anything, have fun, because we've done a lot of deep wellness, spiritual, soul-searching exercises, but we also had a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, we've done drumming. We had a drumming session Friday night. We had a gong bath yesterday, which Kim very kindly did. She'd brought her big gong with her and all the singing bowls, so that was great. That wasn't planned. And it's nice because it gives other people a chance to show off their skills and their loves and passions and interests. And I'm all for that, because I think that in itself can be really empowering for people, that they see the value in what they can do as well. The activities are all aimed at bringing people's awareness to themselves, to the moment, to what they can do for themselves is a massive part of it. But also, yeah, you can go back. You've got no responsibilities while you're here. All you're responsible for is you and your well-being, and it's freeing. And very often people start going back to an almost childlike state because you've left your responsibilities on the other side of the bridge. So yeah, I am purposely keeping these retreats accessible for people on other levels as well as financial. I mean, I really do keep them as cheap as possible to give as many people a chance to come. Everything's included, all your meals are included, but it's not just that accessibility. It's also, I have physical limitations myself, and I have to be mindful of terrain and all that kind of thing. My thing with New Beginnings Manchester, which is the name of my actual organisation, was always about making everything accessible to everybody, whatever their ability, and that's followed through 100% with the retreats. Everybody that's been on one of these retreats so far has had nothing but positive words to say about how the retreat's been, but more about the impact it's had on them, taking what they've learned away from the retreat. And I also, when people book on retreat, I always create a chat group so that they can also say hi before they come, and get to know each other. And everything I've done, not just retreats, I've got like dozens of different chat groups which I've set up for retreats, I've set up for classes, I've set up for workshops, and all these people are all still in touch with each other and sharing things. And we did some Bridget dolls last time on the Feel the Fire one, and it got to the point where everybody was taking the Bridgets out to the shops with them and pegging the washing out, and they were all putting pictures of these little dolls, and it sounds really daft and childlike, but if it makes people laugh and it makes people remember that they can have fun in the midst of adversity, what harm's it doing? It can't do anything but good. And especially after the last couple of years we've had as well, I think escape and freedom is massive. Obviously now we can get back out to nature, and I found the cottage that we're at this weekend on a little break last year, and immediately went, this place would be fab for retreats. So that was when the retreat idea started. This is going to seem ages off for me now, October, because I want to be back there next month like the last 2 months, but hey ho. Yeah, the Feel Your Force retreat, all the details again will be on my group. It'll be on as an event. If you're not on Facebook and you fancy coming on a retreat, then get hold of me by one of the other means. But yeah, it'll be similar in theme of the type of things we do, but very different in how we do them.